Hi guys, it's been a while since I've done a video for you, but I thought I would I'd do one. It's aimed more really at followers on my page and friends and that on Facebook who don't necessarily do astrophotography and just have a bit of an understanding what actually happens once the data is captured. I think there seems to be a lot of, from what when I've been speaking to friends, there's misconceptions about astrophotography and the images. It seems that some people think that it's just a matter of just capturing an image and it's there. There is a bit more to it than that. Also, another thing with when I've mentioned Photoshop, I've had people say to me, "Oh, it's photoshopped, is it?" kind of thing. And Photoshop, we know, is often associated with fakes and adding things that aren't necessarily there, but that's certainly not the case with astrophotography. I use a piece of software called PixInsight, which is a dedicated astrophotography tool. Some of the processes, and especially the one I'm going to show you now, is very similar to Photoshop, and it will show you the step-by-step process to actually bring out what's actually on the image. The camera that I used was a ZWO ASI 294 MC color camera. It's a dedicated astrophotography camera. And the filter I used was an STC Duo narrowband filter, which allows specific wavelengths of light through hydrogen alpha, which is the red, and O3, which is oxygen, which is a blue. This image that you can see, some of you will have seen already. I've posted it recently. This is the Western Veil and the Pickering's Triangle, which is part of the Cygnus Loop, which is a supernova remnant. So what I will do, this is obviously the fully processed image, and this here is a stacked image. So basically what I've done here, this image basically comprised of 11 5-minute exposures, which are a total of 55 minutes. This is the result of that image stacked together. We stack the frames together to increase the signal to noise ratio, but I'm not going into details like that. This is just a quick demo. As you can see, the stars, not much else really there. So what I will do is, if I open a couple of tools on here, so we've got histogram transformation and we've got curves transformation. Curves transformation. So basically what this does is it stretches the image. The data is actually all in there, it is captured, but there is a little bit of manipulating of the image that is needed to be done to bring out the detail. So I'll just show you that exactly what happens. So if I open up a preview before it's actually done, and we will have a look. This is the histogram. Basically what we need to do is to stretch the image, so this the histogram will stretch out along here. This is the black point. Over here we've got the white point, so you've got your shadows and your highlights. So I'm not going to go, like I say, into too much detail, but what I am going to do is just show you roughly what we do. I'm just going to do this in small amounts. I'm not going to do it in huge amounts at the minute. I'm just going to show you exactly what we do to bring out the detail. So we go on to the curves. Basically what this does, this is in Photoshop, this is like the levels and the curves. Basically what these are, the levels is just the contrast by setting the highlights and the shadow points. So basically, like I say, your black point and your white point here. The curves transformation is just the contrast settings with position control points, which I'll show you now, which goes along the entire tonal range. I'm not going to do this perfectly, it's just a quick demonstration. As you can see, it is now starting to come out quite nicely. We keep on doing this a few times. There are various ways of doing this in PixInsight, but this is the way that I'm just going to show you, to show the step-by-step way that this is done. can see, it is all starting to come out. Bring the black point up to the histogram. Oh, didn't put the preview on, but there we go. Don't want to clip it, that's clipping it a little bit. Clipping it, you're basically losing data. But anyway, as you can see, through stretching the image, if I go back to the beginning, that's what you started off with, and then coming through a few bits, stretching the levels and the curves, the image is coming out. Obviously there's a lot more that happens to the image. It takes quite a while. Noise reduction, if I zoom in a bit, you'll see the noise here, the noise pattern, star colours and various other things, but that just to show stretching the image and it's bringing the image out. Right, that is it for now. I shall speak to you soon. You can follow me on Facebook, Astrophotography by Andy Rattler Brown. Hopefully we'll get some clear skies and we can get some more imaging done. Cheers.